Hey there. So, after a Zenthai practice, then it's really important to keep that fascia moving as we want to really work on the structural makeup of the body. And today I had a great client, and so I thought I'd share with you some of the homework or extracurricular activity that needs to continue post a session, because this is how we can really make long standing shifts in the body. They came with an issue of a sore shoulder and a sore knee. And with this, then we had to look at different ways to wake up the lines and bring more balance into the 5 elements. So one of the exercises that I'm offering is to do rotations. This is something that is really beneficial for most people, and it goes a little something like this. So either laying down, which is a great way to start. You can take the leg and rotate into the ankle using the big toe like you're drawing circles. Start with moving the bones first and then moving like as if you're moving the muscles. And then move if you're moving the ligaments. So really stretch out the toes, really try and find the spaces. And this is where the foot might start to cramp up if you've got a lack of magnesium in there. And so really splay the toes. Then you can move into the knees, rotating, pressing out through the heels. So you're really engaging the body, pressing the hands into the thigh to rest this area and really draw those circles. They might not look like circles to begin with, as the lines of fascia on the sides may be a little tight, or even front and back. Anyway, so start to just move and move as slowly as you can. This is inviting that divine feminine energy to bring balance into our very masculine lives. So allow that to happen absolutely. Relax while you're doing it. Then you can move into the hip, which is usually a little bit easier, but you may also notice that the hip may click as the ligaments are tight, rolling over the bone. So gently press into where the ligaments are a little tight, and then just start with tiny little circles. And then as that ligament releases, you can start to move into bigger spirals. Once again, you can move first from the bones, then from the ligaments or the muscles, and then into the ligaments. As we move up, you can move into the hips and swing the hips from side to side, and then even move into the spine. So rocking the spine backwards and forwards, pressing the back in as you slowly arch your way up. Press into the heels, lift the toes, maybe even jump into the toes, lift the heels, and slowly roll bone by bone, almost like your back is like a piece of Velcro, and you're rolling into the back, pushing down, pressing the back of the head, really lengthening and straightening up that spine. Ensure that you're breathing while you're doing this. So as you inhale or exhale, moving slowly up, hold it there, and then the opposite breath all the way down. Moving into the shoulder, the front pectoral was tight, and so we would use what they have at home, which most people do who care about themselves. Grabbing their tool would start to roll on the back. So pressing down into the back. When we're moving the fascia, we really want to massage it like it's dough. So you're pushing down into the back and breathing while you're doing it. Remember, when we're breathing, we're bringing in, drawing in oxygen, fresh blood into those tight, sticky cobwebs that become the fascia. And you can really let yourself just move on it. So be heavy, breathing, moving with the arms perhaps. You can move them and notice where the shoulders may be a little tight. Ah, that feels so good. Stretching. Even supporting the back of the head to allow you to really get up into the top of the shoulders, squeezing the elbows towards each other to really open up the back line of fascia and really press out those shoulder blades into the roller. Another posture that you can do then is to turn the roller around laying down on the back, opening the chest, heart, and then letting the shoulder gently, moving your wings, so gently drawing the shoulder blades down or by the elbows and then letting them come back, drawing them in and letting them out. Here you can feel the chest, heart open, letting the head drop back as well to really allow those 2 points at the bottom of where the skull and the neck meet, massage and release tension from the gallbladder or the little bile producing, releasing toxins from the body, especially in the joints. Ensure that you're pushing into the roller and taking your time, making sure that you're breathing. If you don't happen to have a roller, you might happen to have a block. And in this block, you can do very similar things. So you can turn it down on the low flat side, bringing them behind your back. Make sure that it's at the bottom of the rib cage so you're opening up that chest, that heart, that back heart, so healing your past. And taking deep breaths here. The block is sitting underneath my shoulder blades. And I'm pressing my back into there, which in turn then is allowing the front chest to release. If you feel like you'd like to do a little bit of testing, you can turn the block around and place it against the spine and slowly move up and down the spine here. Rest into the back of the head. Find comfort in the discomfort. These different kinds of shapes and movements help release lazy patterns that sit in the body and allow fresh chi, blood, balance to come back into the body. Take your time and just log these different exercises. And so when you start to do it, you can do it more regularly, as this will start to initiate the shift and the change. You may become more thirsty, require a few more natural salts in the body, need to sweat out a little more to help the detoxifying of this stuck, sad fascia. But this is where we can start to really make long-standing change for our body. After about 4 to 6 weeks of doing this every day, then you can cut back to about 3 times a week. But as we all like to say, regular movement is what's going to keep us young, long, stretchy, fun, vibrant, and having a good time. Have a great day.